Hey there, it's episode 32 of my blind RS3 Ironman playthrough. I'm officially in AFK mode now and for the next many episodes. The candy loop is mostly cleared out. We're just working on archaeology to access ancient invention. So this episode is pretty much nothing but archaeology. However, archaeology is pretty interesting and you'll probably have a good time watching it with all of the AFK parts cut out. Let's get to the episode. Alright, so I have a number of artifacts. These are mostly things I got from special research left over that I've already done every possible collection for them. So I'm just going to disassemble them. I think I need to do that anyway for ancient invention eventually. Historic components, classic components, historic components, historic components, classic components. Okay, cool. Looks like I get a new dig site at level 60, so I'm going to go give that a try. Still just trying to complete as many collections as I can. Centisten is my new dig site, I think. I thought this was Anachronia for a second. It looks like it. Never been here before. Oh wait, this is where you fight Croesus? Ah, interesting. Alright, well, I'll check this place out. I need to figure out where the artifacts are. Kind of a complicated looking map. Oh, there's a lot of blood here. It's seems unusual. Zamoragul's here? Just chilling out? What the fuck is he doing here? Okay, video games. RS3 is weird. I feel like this, I mean, it's cool that I can just come here, but I feel like this should probably be gated. The fuck? Kree is just here? Okay. Alright, well, I'm just gonna be confused. Like, how the hell does the story possibly account for this later on? What are they staring at? Like, who is... Oh, it's Zuck. Okay, that's kind of cool. As these are fancy cutscenes, you know, replay cutscene, Fool's Egg, Wen's Egg, Bix Egg, and then, like, Armadillo, Sarah Domans, Saren, and Zamorak are all here. This has got to be, like, some kind of weird, dream world or something. This can't be real, or it's like time travel. It's too weird. I'm fine with this place existing. I'm even fine with there being a story reason why all these gods are here, but they shouldn't let me in here. I shouldn't just be able to come here to do a dig site really fast. Kind of unfortunate that you only get item XP from doing this because it's so slow. Like 197 item XP for a full inventory. It's crazy. All right, I got the cursed tablet first. I had to step out to bank or to go deposit my materials for material storage, right? I'm on my way over there because like the material storage box is over this way. I'm like, oh, let me scooch on past you there, bud. Sorry, Satan. I gotta go deposit my materials. Scooch right past Zamorak there. Okay, just, oh, excuse me. Just heading back to gather some more. Sorry to bother you. Archaeology, 61. Okay, so this has probably been a giant mistake, but I haven't had time to record or really pay attention to the game, so I've just been gathering from these nodes for like hours. So I have a ton of these artifacts, way more than I could possibly use. A bunch that I'm probably going to end up having to disassemble. I don't even know if I'm going to have enough materials to restore any of them, to be honest, because I don't know what goes into restoring any of them. Yeah, that uses Samite Silk, and I have none. I guess I can do funerary urns. I need to start paying attention again. I'm gonna start doing that. Looks like you get these like ancient glass shards that are used for a small amount of crafting XP or something. You can repair some windows. Not gonna worry about it right now. I'm just gonna deposit them. I'll show you exactly how bad I've been. Pretty bad. Yeah, 4 cursed tablets, 8 funerary urns, 6 apex caps. I'm sorry, I couldn't pay attention to the game. Let me see. Oh, also I got a couple of these Tetra Compass pieces. I don't know what they are. Okay, so I have enough to repair. I'll do 1 cursed tablet. I'm just gonna do 1 of each thing for now, and then I'll worry about all the extra ones that I got stupidly. Cursed tablet, funerary urn. I can make 3 of the many that I have, but I'll just make 1 for now. I don't think any of these have an extra use. Let me double check. Funerary urn does. I actually do need 3 funerary urns, so that's cool. I can go ahead and make them, I guess. Well, that uses up some of these other materials, so I want to make sure I get 1 of each unique thing first. The urn is used in a mystery, so I'm just going to bank it. The cursed tablet, just for collections. Okay. Okay, I've calculated how many of each material I need, and I'm going to try to collect all of them to restore all of these, and I'll probably end up disassembling most of them. Picked a bad relic to get a ton of, because most of them only show up in like 2 collections, but oh well. Oh, one of the places I need to go is Waiko, which I never formally actually went to. I only ever went to Temple of Amonishi. That's where I can get soapstone to craft some of these things, so this is the cutscene. It's a lot of sharks. Oh, not much of a cutscene. Okay, I thought maybe it would show me the island. Looks like Kilika, kind of. Here's a copy of our tourist brochure. You're enthusiastic. We love Western tourists. Okay, thanks. No, there's lyrics here. That's kind of cool. Music. Oh, hey, I got an ARC journal. I guess this is pretty similar to the thing you get in Menaphos. Birds, mushrooms, berries, spirits, castaways. All right, that's kind of cool. Next time I bank, I might want to try to get rid of the furnace perk. It's okay for XP, but a lot of the time I actually want the material more than I want the XP. It's not like fishing or woodcutting where it's making it more AFK and saving me time. Most of the XP here comes from restoring the artifact, not from this gathering process, right? So I'd rather have, I think, honed 4 if I can fish for it, and no furnace if I could get it. Well, I got pretty unlucky, but I finally got honed 4. Okay, cool. Oh, I made a mistake. I didn't realize this thing could equip 2 gizmos. Can I put 2 gizmos on my Mkondo hatchet, for example? Sure can. Oopsie doodle. Well, whatever. I do want the higher tier of honed, so it's not a huge mistake. Archaeology 62. Okay, I'm getting my Hand of Glory while I'm here for materials. Just walk in the room and grab it? That's pretty straightforward. Hand of Glory. Done. Oh, I study the window too, I guess. Power some of these shadow anchors, get rid of these pylon batteries. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and set up this Ring of Fortune relic. I think I already have it on me, right? So I just use this on the glory hand. Eris is gonna pipe in. You need to hold your hand for everything? You contacted me for the first 2 hands. To get back to my soaps? Not soap, soaps. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay, sweet. I'm gonna go turn that into the monolith. And I'm gonna go ahead and activate it as well. I don't have to worry about remembering to have that equipped. Here we go. Offering. Ring of Fortune. Beautiful. I'm glad I didn't waste time and chronotes equipping the other one. Just enough energy to do that. Well, I just found out that it's possible to increase the capacity on my soil box and also get an increase to material storage space. I guess I only just now have the chronotes to afford all that. There's also a Madoc precision upgrade that I can pick up, but I can't afford that one. Honestly, it might be more important for me to just save chronotes for the auto screener, because once I have the auto screener, I'll never use the soil box again. I'll just auto screen forever. Material storage I might end up needing. We'll see. Still working on gathering the materials that I need to finish this up. I just got a Tetra Compass piece dial. I think that's the 3rd of 4 pieces. I don't know what you get for putting them all together, but once I get the 4th piece, I'll do it, I guess. Okay, I think I finally have all the materials necessary to restore all the artifacts that I stupidly set and gathered forever. So let me get them all together. It might get me a level or 2. Probably only 1 level. Yeah, that's a lot of XP. Archaeology 63. I passed this point without commentary. Runecraft is now my lowest skill, which is a skill I'm okay with being my lowest skill. Followed by fletching. Okay, yeah, didn't quite get 64, but I should get a decent number of components out of these. I want to make sure I turn them all in for their related collections. And I need to save one of the funerary urns for a mystery down the line. All right, turn the items into this guy here. He's the desert treasure guy. collect some of the Zaros things. And I guess I can disassemble the rest of these. I have no need for them. So I will do that. 30% junk chance isn't too bad, given that there's 8 chances for materials per item. So let's see. You either get classic or historic. You can't roll them multiple times, I guess. And I'm going to need those later for ancient invention. Long ways away for ancient invention, but we'll see how many videos I can edit. I would love to take archaeology to 95, just to get a ton of stream work done. Okay, so even though I'm going to hold off on getting the soil box upgrade, I am going to pick up the precision upgrade because I think it's going to help with XP rates. I probably want to do that again at associate. It's quite a bit more expensive, but hey, there's archaeology 64, and I've got all 3 of the things you can get here. No, I didn't realize that the gizmo dissolver could work. You get to pick which one you want to dissolve, so that's pretty convenient. Let's see if I can make one here. I think I'm going to put the thing that gives me more item XP, just to have something that's useful on there. But I think I actively dislike having furnace on there because I need every last material that comes in. So we'll keep Hone 4, I'll get rid of Hone 3, Furnace 2, destroy the gizmo entirely, that's fine. Let me see if I can get Enlightened. Enlightened's a little expensive to go for because it uses pious components, and I only really realistically get that from scavenging. I can maybe do better than that because I think I can get Enlightened 2 and Wise, which would be nice. There it is, I had to fish for it a little bit, but Enlightened 2, Wise 2. Okay, I think that's going to be a better choice, and I just won't have Furnace at all, which is better for me, I think. This place keeps playing cutscenes as I run around it, and I keep skipping them because I don't want spoilers for the story, but I'm worried that they're never going to play again. Oh man, you gotta like wade through a crowd of hostile mobs to get to this dig site over here. It's kind of cool. Should see where this is if I have a way to like teleport here. Marketplace debris, level 63. Okay. Maybe if I can find a way to warp to Karapak, I can just come straight here. There's a couple things here. There's also this one, which is level 64, which is the one I actually wanted to check out. There we go, Inquisitor's Remains. Well, I tried to teleport to Karapak to keep doing stuff and accidentally clicked on the boss door. I'm just gonna play this and I probably won't see it again. I don't know who Karapak or the voice of Joss is, so I'm just gonna warp out as soon as I can. I do get this as a Reaper task constantly. Oh my god, how long is this? You see the warp out. They shouldn't let me see this until I do a bunch of quests, I don't think. Oh, this is interesting. I'm gonna actually be able to complete an entire set because it's just all the level 64 stuff. So I'm gonna go turn that in really quick. All right, turning in this full set here, which gives me an Ancient Trove, Elder Trove Bic T2. Okay, 10 Extreme Magic Potions, sure. A lot of Chronotes for that too. Wonder if I'm allowed to repeat that. That's like really easy to do. Oh, hey, archaeology 65. Glad I went to the trouble to unlock this place because the level 65 artifacts are here. Infernal art, I guess. That's cool. Hey, 66 archaeology. Working on restoring artifacts here. This is strange, but apparently the next dig site I can do at 66 is through Karapak, but I don't go to Karapak. I enter non-combat. That's so weird. Okay, it's fine. All right, I need one more funerary urn to complete a mystery. I have the completed blood, or not blood. I've got smoke, shadow, and ice. I need the urn of blood, so we'll see if I get that here. All right, there's the urn of blood. I still have one more thing to get here, I think. There's the gladiator's sword. Yeah. All right, making the last of 4 funerary urns, and I think I'm gonna go turn in that mystery just so that I can get them out of my bank. Okay, the wiki and the mystery itself are not very clear on this, so I think I have to use them on the statue. Not clear what exactly that did, but did use all of them, so I think we're good on progress. I need more pages to progress it. Oh, how about that? I just got the final piece for the Tetra Compass. So I need to go find Malachite Green, Armadillion Yellow. I know I can get Tyrian Purple. I'm not sure I can actually get Malachite Green or Armadillion Yellow. I suppose I can just keep them banked for now. Yeah, Malachite Green requires 76 archaeology. So does Armadillion Yellow. Okay, that's fine. Oh man, I've been on these forever. I finally got the Inquisitor's Memoirs, page 4. Okay, I think I'm gonna go back to this mystery then. Okay, so page 4 says we need to go to a building opposite the Colosseum. I think they're talking about this one. Okay, so there's like a weird drawer here with letters on it. My guess is that you're going by the names of people. There's Tobed, Orvim, a couple others, Zadok, Yokai, Cassius. I think that's all of them. I'm gonna try opening them based on their names. So we got T for Tobed, O for Tobed, B for Tobed, E for Tobed, D for Tobed. Nothing happened, so I guess I'll just go through each of them here. Warvim, I guess maybe we undo it. O, B, I, M, Zadok is Z, A, D. Yeah, me flip the O a lot. O, K, Yokai, Y, O. Standing right in front of the K, aren't I? Yeah. K, A, I. Oh, I thought I still had to do the last one, Cassius. That's pretty cool. I like that puzzle. Nice. These mysteries they're very doable. I appreciate it. I don't need to look them up. Okay, so to the west, I see the Grand Cathedral. So it's going to be somewhere east of the Grand Cathedral, which is where I teleport in. So I can figure that part out. Okay, so it says to the east is the Magnificent Graveyard, which I can't quite make out, but I think it is on the main Sentiston map. I think I've already found the place. Just trying to explain how I got here. And it says waterways to the south. Chart down there. So this is where they want me to be. Is there like something I can click in this area? Door maybe? No. Can't go through here. Oh, study scaffolding maybe? Oh. Okay, special research. Let's see if I have the level for it or if it's like way higher. It's kind of annoying. Crossing that bridge is 67 and I'm only 66. So I guess I'll go ahead and pick up Argument Not Entertained. I got that when I walked into that Coliseum earlier. Close to 67. Yeah, I only need 5k XP. So let me see if I can restore any of my artifacts maybe. I have at least one. These masks will probably get me there. I can restore both of them. Nice. I should have picked the other one. Didn't realize I was that close to the level up. Yeah, so I believe the reward for doing this is you can get a relic power that's just the mobile perk without having to have anything equipped, which I might swap out the health upgrade for. I could maybe put different perks on my items. Like right now, it's pretty easy to get the mobile perk. Maybe I could try to get like the venom proof one and some defensive perks or something. I don't know. Probably not worth having it on there indefinitely. It's probably better to have something else, but it wouldn't be bad. I think that Darok one, the one that requires the Forsaken Amulet, is really good. Maybe I'll find it in my heart to farm Barrows a little bit to see if I get the amulet. I'm apparently crazy dry on it. I've got like 300 Barrows kills, and it's like a 1 in 100 drop, and I still haven't seen one. All right, I ended up doing both of the special researches. The Coliseum one that was blocking me was just like, yeah, some people fought in this Coliseum. Okay, that's super helpful. We can now access magnificent view of the bridge. Okay, so that actually changed something. That's cool. And it gave me an urn of smoke. Sure. Okay, so I think I can cross the scaffolding now. And then there's another dig site down there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Really like these mysteries. They're great. Man, I am crazy dry on the Gladiator's sword. I feel like I've gotten 6 or 7 items that are not the sword. So it must be becoming pretty likely for me to get it. Yeah, finally got the sword. Okay, I'm getting out of here. Got the reward for completing the religious iconography set. I'm going to keep doing Finery of the Inquisition. Normally, if I've completed all collections, I'm just going to disassemble those, but this is such a small collection, it should be a pretty easy way for me to get plenty of chronotes. I got an Elder Trove, that's kind of cool. Urns of the Empire. Need to do the other 3 urns. Entertaining the Masses. Oh, I forgot to do the model chariot. Okay, let's see if I can do that here. Elder Trove Wen. 40 mahogany planks, okay. Hey, 68 archaeology. I'm just getting some materials I need to restore some of my artifacts. I think 68's an important level and one that I'm actually going to use in the short-ish term. Yeah, that unlocks Ancient Summoning if I do a specific mystery. And everything from Ancient Summoning seems really powerful. So I'll talk about that more once I actually do it. Although, maybe I should go do it right now because I think it might even affect archaeology. Let me take a look. Yeah, the Water Fiend pouch gives you a 5% chance to duplicate resources and then bank them, which would be really helpful. That would be amazing. So let me try to do the associated mystery here. There might actually be a couple mysteries that I have to do that lead up to it. Okay, so to unlock Ancient Summoning, I need to do Land of the Goblins, which they recently released in Old School RuneScape, but I haven't actually played it yet, so it'll be my first time seeing that quest. I don't think I have to actually complete it, so I might only do it the partial completion. You have to get a Goblin Potion for the mystery. So yeah, I'm going to start working on that, because I really want to get Ancient Summoning. You can summon a Water Fiend familiar, which banks duplicated resources, which sounds awesome. And I think I probably should have done this really early. That would have been great for like wood cutting and mining and whatever, but it's cool. So like to do Land of the Goblins, I have to do Giant Dwarf and another Slice of Ham, which as far as I know are the same. So I will let you know if anything changes. I always kind of like the like new presentation style they seem to be going for with the Giant Dwarf. They do this in Monkey Madness as well, where it seems like there's a unique developer with a unique view of how to do quests, right, and cutscenes and the like, and like on-screen text, and then they just kind of drop it. It doesn't come back. I'm curious if it will. I don't know if the Keldegrim quest line abruptly stops in RS3 or if it continues a bit further. Quest complete, Giant Dwarf. All right, now I have to do another Slice of Ham. Xanax's character model really stands out as as old compared to the generals. They look like unnecessarily muscular too. This fight was kind of annoying because I had to like, I guess the wiki suggests that you switch to legacy mode so that you can just use the special attack immediately instead of having to build up 100% adrenaline. I got it to work eventually. It's kind of cool that he protects from necromancy though. They actually remembered to do that. I think that finishes the quest. All right, another Slice of Ham, quest complete. So I'm gonna start but not finish Land of the Goblins. So I think I'm going to continue to only record stuff, like record the entire quest if it's unique to RS3, since you can see Land of the Goblins in Old School. I'll do it again in Old School at some point when my chunk account unlocks the necessary chunks for it, and I'll react to it at that point. Okay, so that's all I need to progress the mystery, and I'll stop doing the quest now. There we go, Goblin Potion. Hey, I saw a note forever ago that I had to save one each of the different kinds of cows, and I was like, why do I need to do this? I don't understand. Now I know it's for this archaeology mystery, so cool. Just making sure I have all the items, and then I'm going to try to actually solve it for myself. I guess knowing the list of items kind of spoils the answer to the mystery, but I don't want to attempt stuff if it's like not possible for me as an Ironman, you know? So one of the items I need is a dog, which I can get from the pet shop owner, which is interesting. How much is that puppy in the window? The one with the waggly tail? These are all cute puppies. I like the terrier. 500 gold. Isn't that steep? No, that's like dirt cheap. I guess I'm about to sacrifice it or something. I guess we'll find out. Okay, I have the items. I'm going to try to figure out what goes to whom. There's a coin on top of the portal for Virgo. Gave me some XP. Interact with the gargoyle. Okay, give bacon. Oh, it's just going to prompt me. That's fine. Blow a raspberry to see which portal takes offense, and blow another one in the next one's face. Interesting. So let's see. It said to try the raspberry emote at some of these. There it is. Ah, that's cute. Okay, I guess I could try them in each one. I just happened to walk to the next one in order, and it was correct. Go away, you bore me. Can I raspberry again? Scarmiglione. Okay, so I wonder if these are named after the, was it Dante's Inferno demons? It's also the names of the 4 fiends in Final Fantasy IV. Spawn of a frog. Okay, so if you don't come here with all the items already in your inventory, one of them you can just do from scratch, I'm guessing, and the rest of them you have to figure out through the clues they give you. Gotcha. Oh, it is just in like clockwise order, I think. Because this one was the... I just got the hint about the frog spawn, and this one wanted the frog spawn. Pray overhead. Oh, interesting. So you need to have 43 prayer to do this? Yeah, the red dye one is Rubicante. Okay, so it is definitely the Dante's Inferno demons. That's cool. Reflavored cows. He's been taking up space in my bank for an extremely long time. Nice. Okay, that's the dye one. Gotcha. One you have to do when not at full HP is kind of cool. Okay, he gives you the bacon one, I see. Okay, so I gotta not record for a bit, so I'm gonna take a break from this. I was hoping to finish this in time, but I've got to figure out how to deal with these chaos portals. It might be something I can do with archaeology, if I can find one of the archaeology things. There's like a thing I can put in my tool belt that lets me traverse these predictably. But I'm going to bank what I've got so far, and I guess while I'm away, I'm just going to do some wood cutting and get some more elder logs for leveling construction later. So I'll see you later. Well, I wasn't paying attention and missed that I got to level 12 a while ago, so I wasted about 5,000 item XP, but I'm going to go ahead and siphon this thing really quick. Eating dinner right now, so I'm going to keep wood cutting for a little while. I didn't get a level up or anything, just trying to bank as many elder logs as I can. I'm going to get back to working on the mystery here soon. Alright, siphoning this guy. I don't know why sometimes the message is blank. I think this might be a level up. Yeah. Invention 86. Which I don't think does anything. No. Next level I care about is a ways off. Oof. Partial potion producer lets me make unfinished potions, which kind of undercut me getting the factory outfit, but it takes a really long time to make unfinished potions, so I might consider it. All right, my circumstances have suddenly changed, so I'm actually going to go and start doing some construction training. Namely, I'm going to make all of my elder logs into frames and see if I can squeeze out level 90 so I don't have to boost to do this. I don't know if I'll be able to pop in to comment, but I'm able to be slightly more attentive, but not that attentive that I can sit and do archaeology for a long time, right? So I think that this is probably a better use of my time. Construction 88. Okay, I'm about to start making, I have 150 elder frames here, so I'm going to make the first one and get started on it anyway. There we go. 89 construction. We'll see, I have enough to do 2 more of these, so I might get 90. It's kind of my target. There it is, 90 construction. Perfect. All right, I'm done with this stuff I was working on. I'm back at my gargoyle puzzle here. Let's see if I can excavate whatever I need to excavate to be able to use these chaos portals. I think I found it. I think it's here, unless this is a material cache. Yeah, chaos star is what I need. Okay, going for it. Well, that's kind of cool. I actually have to use the goblin potion to go through this one. Didn't see that coming. Glad I've got inventory space for it. Goblin options, that's fun. Show your true self. Okay, I did the dragon bones one, got it. Bummer, the fake beard needs to be the disguise that you can equip. I didn't realize that, so I gotta come all the way back. I actually had a lot of trouble finding this area, like getting the teleport to take me here. I might have some trouble recreating this on my way back, we'll see. This is the one that I need a protection prayer for. That's really cool. Like the overhead clue. Hey, Calcabrina. It's also Final Fantasy IV. It's the same source from Dante's Inferno. But okay, came back with the actual fake disguise, and I think it's gonna work this time. That beard looks delicious. Oh, that counts as solving the mystery? Okay, interesting. So I have... That's a prerequisite for the actual mystery, which I need to do, which is Dagon by. Found while solving the mystery. The Zodiac Code. I guess the Zodiac Code is what I got from all of them, right? Like that's... I just have to put these together. 12th. Okay. Alright, got the Chaos Star. It was the second item I got. It wasn't too bad, though. I'm gonna try to make this. I need Hellfire Metal, which might actually be something I can get from here before I leave. Let's just do that, I guess. And then I'll try to do this. My objective right now is I'm gonna attempt to do this entire mystery, unlock Ancient Summoning, make some Water Fiend pouches, and then get back to doing this AFK. All right, restoring the star. Now I'm gonna put it in my tool belt. There we go. Add to tool belt. I think that makes it so that I can traverse the infernal source without getting randomly teleported around. Okay, so I think the way this works is that the Chaos Star lets me use these portals without getting warped around, and normally if you don't have the Chaos Star, it's impossible to take this portal right here. I could use this to study the Trap Demon, and that will let me go down for free, I'm guessing. That probably gives me a Chaos Star. Okay. Ooh, dis. Dagon the Gatekeeper. I love how you see him throughout the whole level and you're like, what's the deal with that guy? Is like a boss or something? None of the Order of Dis. They have fallen. Lack of contact for 2 millennia. I've been waiting here the whole time. I'm trapped. I was tricked into a contract by Duchess Wharton many years ago. I've hated this place ever since. My contract would be voided. I only break my contract if this place falls in enemy hands. Calling me an enemy? For the purposes of my contract, you would be, if you're not of the Order. How would I care to assist a demon? Helping me helps you. If you achieve my aims, you would banish me from this place. But in turn, I would owe you a debt, should you value such a thing. Place is a portal to Infernus, the bridge that demons traversed many millennia ago to fight the wars of the gods. Oh, okay. So, if I'm anti-demon, you get gone, and if I'm pro-demon, I get an IOU. What would helping you entail? Must reinitialize it. There's a 13-digit code that must be correctly input. Is it the same code we got from the gargoyles? I know the final numbers in the sequence. They're held by my attendants, yeah. Okay, so I could have gotten there first. The first is Cognazo. Oh, and this is your first clue. Okay, I see. So you can technically do that one earlier, but if you got really stuck, this could get you to the first step. I see. I've got all the numbers. The 13th number is 4. This is already updated for me, I guess. Okay, but the code is numbers. And the buttons are zodiac symbols? Okay, so there's no clue as to how to assign a number to each sign. Let me see if I can figure it out. Has something to do with the Hydra heads? No hope in its eyes. Afraid, very afraid. This looks really good. Maybe it's just, figure out how each one corresponds to a digit. Let me think about it. Okay, it says the first number is 0. I already knew that. How do I know which one is 0? We can just press one and see what happens. Would you like a hint? Yes. That's not it. Yeah, I gathered. Not a great hint. Oh, okay, so it accepted Libra, so Libra is 0. 0484. So, oh, I can only pick between these two now. Scorpio or Virgo? Why would one be 4 and one be 8? Virgo is Maiden, Scorpio is the Scorpion? So I'll guess Virgo if it's 50-50. Okay, that was right. So Virgo is 4. 048. Cancer is the crab. Is it number of limbs on the creature? Because that's kind of cool. Because crabs are 6, I think, and scorpions are 8. Scorpions are arachnids. That might be right. Okay, so it's 0484. So it's got to be Leo, right? But does that matter? Let's try Leo, because they're both 4. It seems like that's fine. Okay. Maybe there's some degeneracy there. Sagittarius is 4. Oh, I guess it's 6 because it's a centaur, right? No, it's still 4. No, it is 6. 4 and then 2 arms. The ram is 4. 0, 4. Oh, but now I don't have... Okay, so there might be degeneracy, but I just have to guess in that case. Because it changes what I get afterwards. So it was Libra, Virgo is 4 limbs, Scorpio is 8 limbs. This is a really cool puzzle, by the way, and I like that it's solvable. We tried Leo and it didn't work. So now we need 0 again, so that's... Oh, what's Gemini? I get it, because... Okay, so I was just doing this as 0, but Libra is just scales, so it has no limbs. That's a smart way to think about this to form a numerical puzzle. I don't think anyone's... Has anyone ever done 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 before with Zodiac? Usually every puzzle I see in video games is some variant of a puzzle I've seen in another video game, right? Like there's a limited number of puzzles that you can create. You can do the Die Hard 3, you know, water in a jug puzzle or a Tower of Hanoi or whatever, but I don't think I've seen this specific concept before, and it's actually pretty elegant. 0 again. Pisces has 0 because it's a fish. And then, so it's 0, 0, 4, 4. I only get Virgo, so that helps. Aries and Aquarius. Those... it's 50-50 again, isn't it? Okay. I guess Leo last time and it was wrong. So I'm gonna guess the animal again and watch me be wrong again. And then 00446 021. So the only options for 6, it has to be Sagittarius, it's the centaur. And then 0. So it's Pisces, right? Because I don't have Libra available. 2. Capricorn's a sea goat. Okay. All right, it's pushing it a little bit, but 2 and then 4, 4 at the end. Okay, so it's definitely Aquarius, not Sagittarius. Oh, and that must be it. That puzzle was fucking awesome. I really liked it. I bet you get the hint about the limbs. But it was through brute forcing that I was able to put it together. This is the part where you betray me, right? No, infernals are demons of their word. I don't know the events of history since the Duchess tricked me. But is it so bad as to make humans cynical of the integrity of my kind? Most demons I meet are pretty aggressive. A number have tricked me. Seek to instill some honor in my kind once more. Contacts and fiends and pandemonium. Remove the tarnish of my kind's reputation. That's cool. Sick. Solve the mystery. Sign pact with Dagon. Oh, awesome. Cool animation. Now make binding contracts for ancient summoning. Sick. Alright, that was really cool. I enjoyed it. Wow, this is really funny. I completely forgot about this. Apparently the original Silent Hill has this same puzzle. So there is nothing new under the sun. That's cool. I was like, I'm gonna Google this. I wonder if someone else has come up with this puzzle, and yeah, somebody did. Okay, so binding contracts use Blood of Orcus and Hellfire Metal, which... Ooh, those are a little annoying to gather. I'm gonna start trying to get a bunch of it, just to make a bunch of pouches. I think the actual summoned water fiend lasts for a really long time, so I don't need to make like thousands of them. Maybe just like 100 or so, and that should last me for a really long time. So if I'm going to try to make 100 pouches, I need to get 200 Hellfire Metal and 200 Blood of Orcus. So I'm going to try to do that now. Oh, that's really cool. So you make the binding pouch, and that uses up the blue charm and the spirit shards, and then you kill a demon, and then the demon gets bound to you. That's really neat. So yeah, I just have to go kill water fiends, I guess. It seems like blood reavers are also a really good summonable demon that requires summoning 73, which I barely qualify for. I'm 76. So the Blood Reaver does damage to your target based on how much you're healing for, which with the Necromancy Ghost is probably a decent amount of extra DPS on certain bosses. So I might try to get a couple Blood Reavers. But for now, I just want Water Fiends, because those are going to be useful for skilling. Totally blanked on the fact that this is a much better location for Hellfire Metal, because it's a much shorter walk to the material cache. So probably wasted a couple minutes. Stay here until I get to 200. Alright, finished getting my 200 Hellfire Metal. I'm going to pop out now and get 200 Blood of Orcus. And I think I have to kill 100 Water Fiends, but that's fine. Alright, getting my Blood of Orcus over here. This is very preferable to getting it from the Slayer Tower, because I can just run out and bank it really fast. I'm able to get in here because of the Pontifex Ring. Happened to hit 200 Blood of Orcus exactly when I got 10 pylon batteries. I keep wanting to get 10 pylon batteries whenever I come here to power the anchor. I don't want to stay any longer than that, right? Eventually I have all the anchors done and I don't have to worry about it anymore, but we're not at that point yet. Alright, so I'm going to go make the binding contracts, then I'm going to go kill Water Fiends. I guess there's some in the wilderness that are like northeast of Fort 4 and 3. That should be pretty easy. Okay, so I think the way this works is I have to have the blue charms, the pouches, and the spirit shards, and then I can do 12 of each of these. I guess I'm just going to make this into a bank preset so I can do this more easily. I think the XP from doing this is relatively bad, because I think you only get like 10 XP per binding contract. Maybe you get XP for actually binding the demon. Oh, it's going to take me a while to do this. Okay. So I only get 6 pouches per trip, so it's going to take a while. I'm going to have to do it primarily from Taverley. Looks like there's a summoning obelisk in Menaphos that's a relatively short walk. This is the first time I'm having to do a significant amount of trips. Usually I just do a little bit of training when I'm putting lamps on the skill, but I think this is probably my best bet without any additional requirements. So I'm pretty sure I can just grab the materials I need out of this bank and then just run northeast from here. Oh, and can I even use the bank chest in the merchant district? Unfortunate that I haven't unlocked it yet. It's like the one thing I haven't really worked on. Hope. Oh, that would be helpful for the future. All right, this is much better than Taverley. This is the last of my binding contracts. I'm gonna head out to the wilderness and actually collect these, which is gonna require a few trips. I might risk trying to kill them in familiar gear. I don't know if anything works in terms of like saving charges or whatever. I guess it wouldn't matter. It would just give me a small amount of extra XP and probably isn't worth being weak against their damage, because this doesn't work for saving any charms. So yeah, we've got 100 binding contracts. I'm going to turn some of these into the scrolls. So I haven't used familiars other than the terror bird really at all in this game, and I certainly haven't used the special attacks on familiars because most of them are stupid and not relevant. But all of the special attacks on the binding contract familiars are amazing. The Water Fiend banks resources for you. Well, it duplicates resources as you gather them, and then once it has 20 resources, you can activate a scroll to have it automatically bank all of those for you for free, which would be great. So I want to get at least some of these turned into scrolls. I'm going to gear up and head out and see how this plays out here. I actually really like this format of getting familiars over the way summoning actually works. Like, it makes more sense to me. It's like Pokemon, right? You go catch the Pokemon, as opposed to using harpoons to make monsters. This is cooler, I think. I think you could still do it this way. You could add this extra step to some of the other summoning familiars, but I think what they were trying to do with ancient summoning is just give you 6 or 7 familiars that were useful in a small handful of different use cases, rather than the original summoning skill, which had to give you familiars from level 1 to 99, 99% of which were going to have to be garbage, right? So I don't think they have too much more they could really add here. I've never fought Water Fiends in this game before, but I assume they're not a big deal, and then I'm not going to need to bring amazing gear for this, food or anything, but I guess we'll find out. They're there. Oh, they look pretty different. Yeah, okay, so they die instantly and for free. Sweet. Easy. And then I get a little binding contract. That's really cool. I really dig that. I am going to have to leave the bank and do this in a bunch of trips. And maybe I can bring a familiar with me to help me extend the time I spend out here, so this doesn't take forever to gather all these. Bringing a familiar to help makes this quite a bit faster. That's nice. I might save some of the binding contracts to make for Blood Reavers, which I'm like, okay, Blood Reavers, that's an interesting enemy. I feel like I recognize that name. I don't know where I've seen them before. I've seen them at Nex, so it's kind of cool that you have to fight Nex to bind Blood Reavers, and you only get like 6 per kill or something. That's really cool. Oh, never mind. There are regular Blood Reavers outside of Nex's room. I thought you had to fight Nex, which I was like, that's brutal, but cool. I guess that'll make that a little bit more reasonable. Maybe I'll make like 20 Blood Reaver pouches or something. We'll see. So I actually don't have any plans to do serious PvE or bossing for a while. I don't know if I want to spend a bank space on having some Blood Reaver pouches that I'm not going to use anytime soon. So I think I'm just going to finish making them all into Water Fiends. I will use Water Fiends for all kinds of purposes. That would have been really nice for gathering Elder Logs, but I still have way more Elder Logs to get because I still need to get to 92 construction to build the Slayer upgrade at Fort 403, which is probably worth doing. Yeah, each one of these pouches is 64 minutes of duration. I'm gonna have to turn some of them into scrolls, but not too many of them into scrolls. So I think each pouch you turn into scrolls gives you 20 scrolls. So yeah, I potentially have like close to 100 hours of skilling pouches here, so that's quite nice. All right, I've got all of these turned into pouches. I think I'm gonna turn about 20 of them into scrolls. That seems fine. And then I'll get back on this archaeology grind. I decided to just do 28, so I have a full inventory of them here. So yeah, Water Fiend scroll, straight flush times 28 times 20 is 560. That's probably gonna last me a good while. We did another collection, turning in the model chariot. That's entertaining the masses is done. And I get a Bic Trove. Okay. Okay, actually summoning my first Water Fiend familiar here. Summon, looks pretty cool too. Nice. As for why I'm here and not somewhere else, I'm just looking at my spreadsheet, and I'm going to start with any artifact that I only have one remaining collection to fill out, so I can mark it completely done and never touch it again, right? I want to get as many of them marked completely done as possible. Alright, it's got another Archaeology Complete Tome. These seem pretty rare. The last time I got one was like days ago, and I've been doing nothing but archaeology for days, so... let's see how much XP it ends up giving me. Alright, how much XP from the tome? It's like 11, almost 12,000. That's pretty good. Okay. Alright, this should be a level up here, I think? Yeah, 69 archaeology. Nice. So, I have a problem. I want to unlock Associate as soon as humanly possible. Like, really, really fast after I hit 70, because once I unlock Associate, I can get the auto screener, and it's to make this way more tolerable. But I need to get, like, 250 restored artifacts or something silly. Let me see if I can find it here. Yeah, Discoverer, 151, Restorer. So I need to do another 100 artifacts between now and the next level up, and 120 restorations. And I don't want to dork around delaying that as long as possible. So I think the way to do this, as lame as it is to just do Venator Remains outside over and over. And restore them all, and I guess just dump them all or disassemble them all. So that's going to be my new project. I think I'm just going to sit at this for the next forever. Holy shit, the Water Fiend can duplicate artifacts? It's a 1 in 20 chance, but that's insane. I mean, it's not so great here at Venator, where it takes me like a minute to get each artifact, but that's potentially a gigantic time save whenever that happens. That's really cool. It actually went crazy fast. I think I'm done. It was only like maybe a couple hours. I thought it was going to be way worse than that. I guess I technically need 2 more, because I have 59 of each, and I need 60 of each. And then I have to figure out how much total 3rd Age Iron and Zerosian insignias I have, and I have to manually gather the rest of them, which is going to be a giant pain in the ass, but at least a doable pain in the ass. I'm going to resummon the Water Fiend, get these last 2 artifacts, and then we're going to start gathering those pieces. I got lucky there. My familiar duplicated the crossbow, the last one I needed. Fantastic. Okay. So what I really need here, since I didn't quite get double of each, let me calculate the exact amounts I need of the insignias and 3rd Age Iron. It's about 14 of each per item, but since I didn't get 60 and 60. Okay, so I need to get about 1,232 third age iron and 1,336 Zerosian insignia. So this doesn't take a minute, but I'm gonna go get working on it now. I think this is the last shadow anchor here, and I can just throw the rest on the pylon for XP. Power all the shadow anchors. Okay, I've been here for a while. My Water Fiend Familiar is about to run out. I don't want to commit myself to another hour, so I'm gonna turn everything in. I gotta go do my dailies, and I'm gonna come back. Let me see where we are here. I'm up to 972 Zerosian insignia. This is taking a while. Been at this for a while. I need a total of 1,684, so we're more than halfway there. Let me go, because I have a ton of banked ancient gravel. I'm going to try to sift through all of it and see how far it gets me. Burning through the 42 or so pylon batteries that I built up. 7,000 XP, it's not bad. Yeah, you think this wouldn't be the way that it works, but I think it might actually be slower to get these from material caches than to get them from the Venator remains. I don't know if there's something about the math of using the Venator remains that it just is returning materials like every tick. But I've been at this for like hours, and I'm only just now barely done with Zerosian insignias, and now I have to switch to third age iron. So it's not great. It's quite slow, actually. Oh, weird. I was wondering why I had all these noted items in my inventory. I guess talking to these ghost legionaries gives you something. That's a reward for doing the shadow anchors earlier. Okay, well, that could have saved me some time, but well, I'll deposit them now and try to get the other ones. I clicked him accidentally, and I was looking at my inventory like, where do these noted items come from? It's very strange. Another one down here. Another one inside the chapel, it looks like. Okay, that gives you Samite Silk and Ancient Viz. And this one gives more Samite Silk and Ancient Viz. Okay, that's fine. Assume those are all one-time things. Okay, finally done with Zerosian insignias. Now I have to do third age iron. I need a lot of third age iron. I need 1,216 more. I need to get up to 1,676. So I expect to take a similarly long amount of time. This is at least a little bit nicer because this is closer to the material storage and to the bank. So I don't want to do quite as much traveling, but this is going to be my new home for the next few hours. This should go a little bit faster because there are 3 nodes instead of 2. They're not separated by an agility shortcut, and there's no soil. So I don't know how much of a difference that's going to make, but hopefully I'll be done sooner, because I went into this expecting this was going to take a couple hours, but it's been a huge grind, comparable to like getting all the Necronium ore to go from 70 to 80 smithing. Yeah, I should probably use these pylons. I should have held on to my previous 40-some pylons. I think you get more XP if you turn in a batch of like 100 at a time, but I didn't think I was going to be getting anywhere near 100, that it would take that long to get all those Zerosian insignias I needed. So I'm going to cache these in. This might actually get me 70 archaeology. Yeah, it will almost certainly get me 70. Which is okay. I wasn't expecting to be able to have the associate qualification ready to go before 70, but at least we won't be sitting at 70 terribly long. Probably won't get to 71 before I finish doing all these restorations. All right, charging the pylon. There we go. Archaeology 70. You get a new site, which is cool. Temple of Ikov. Oh, hey, I'm almost done. I'm on my last 3 third age irons, and I got another complete tome, so that's kind of cool. This has been an awful grind. It took like maybe an hour and a half to get all of the artifacts, but getting all the materials was like an all-day thing. I've been doing this all day. I got a lot of work done, which is cool, but man, was it slow. And hopefully I don't have to do this again. Hopefully just the natural restoring of artifacts gets me all the other qualifications. So, okay, I'm going to go redeem this book, and then I'm going to restore all these artifacts, and it's going to take a little while. I'm still going to need chronotes after this. You need like 50k chronotes to buy the blueprint for the auto screener, and I only have 30k, but I think I have a strategy for that I'll talk about once this is done. I'm also going to disassemble all of the Venator items I get out of this. I'm going to get about 120 of them, and I think if I disassemble all of them, that's going to give me a really good starting base of components to make ancient gizmos once I unlock ancient invention. I'm not sure if I was super clear about this when I first started this project of working on archaeology, but the reason I'm doing this is for ancient invention, since I have 85 invention. And that's probably going to take a really long time, but I just kind of want to focus on it and use my AFK time to get some stream work done in the meantime. Yeah, so I think I can just do 28 of these at a time, right? Just restore. 167 seconds. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, this should be 71 archaeology, and I think that's the only level up I'm going to get from all these restorations. You only get like 311 XP per thing. Okay, finish restoring all of these. I'm gonna, can I note them? That would be great. I cannot, question mark? No, it's not notable. Okay, I'm just gonna disassemble them all here. I think you always get components. You might not necessarily get the dagger components, but you'll always get historic, classic, or vintage components, which is great. So this is probably all worth doing, if only to get a really nice base of components going for Ancient Invention. Okay, almost done. This is the last of my disassembled artifacts here. Close to 2,000 historic components, 165 classic, 3 time worn, 3 vintage. So I think, I don't remember the exact ratios, but this should let me make at least a handful of gizmos and get some perks running on, like, the main thing I'm going to be focused on is tools before combat. I want to get my tools with the best possible honed perk, that sort of a thing. So that's good. Let me make sure that the achievement shows is completed now. So it's skills, archaeology, associates. Okay, so I have to do one more mystery. I think I have 9 mysteries solved. And I was in the middle of doing the Inquisition one, so I guess I'll get back to that. Secrets of the Inquisition. So I think, I can get a faster rate of discovering lore pages if I have the other unlock, the Lorehound unlock. But I have to turn off my quest storage, but I think that's fine because I think the quest storage still works whenever I go to turn it back on, and I don't actually need any of the items stored in quest storage. So I'm going to go do that really quick. I'm going to use my weekly reset to turn the Lorehound back on because it might make this mystery a little bit faster. Yeah, so I think we do reset unlocks, whatever, that's fine. And then we do lore helper. Yeah. That also is giving me further area loot range, which is really weird that it's on this list, but whatever, it's fine. I hope that doesn't require me to actually have the dog out. I'll have to check. Having a Lorehound active increases their... Right. This is a frustrating game sometimes. It means I can't use my Water Fiend familiar while I'm doing this, whatever. Even with the Lorehound, I'm kind of having trouble getting this page. I might finish the current artifact I'm on. I don't want to do like a ton of artifacts at this site just to finish this mystery. If I do, I'll go to the new site, the Armadillo site, because it looks like there's a mystery I can do there that just requires a single artifact. Okay, so I think I can just teleport to the Stormguard Citadel. I actually don't know where this is. Oh, the Temple of Ikov. Okay, that makes sense. And I think I can do something with this sediment here. Speak with the site manager first. Is that Geeka? Oh, here we go.
The Aviansi's use of floating citadels is already well known now, thanks to the resurgence of their use as clan citadels. Yet Stormguard, it seems,
should have said citadels
was an
twice there.
incredibly well-kept secret for it to be rediscovered only now,
Ah, floating city.
many ages on. What secrets has it held for all this time, floating above our very heads? What wonders might it hold? The monolith has no further information to share here. Stormguard is a mystery even to it, and it wants to learn.
Amazing slide there. Big question mark. Okay, so now can I... Here we go. So there is a lore book I could get here to do a mystery, or I could get... I think I need that... I don't know how you pronounce that word. I don't think I've ever seen that word before. I don't know what it means. I'm going to Google it real quick. Okay, so it's a kind of tablet. How is that word pronounced? Jerij. Okay. I need to get the Ikovian Jerij to progress, or I need to get a lore book, whichever happens first, I guess. Oh, this is weird. I'm getting something called Torn Blueprint Fragments. I gotta Google what that is. I don't know what that is. Oh, interesting. I need to like collect these to make the blueprint to do Ancient Invention. You need 200 fragments. It's all untradeable. I guess you can get more fragments to get a tradable version, but I don't give a shit about that, obviously. So yeah, ancient gizmos, ancient tools, I need 200. So I at least need 400? I don't know what the random blueprint is. Let me try to figure that out. Okay, this is interesting. The random blueprint gives you randomly either the ancient gizmo, ancient tool, or XE capacitor blueprint from among the ones you haven't already earned. So I guess the cheapest way to do it is to just do the random. It would just suck if you got the XP capacitor instead of the gizmo or tools. I guess it doesn't matter because I can't do any of it until I get to 95 archaeology anyway. So we'll just see however many blueprint parts I have at that point, I guess, from normal leveling. Hey, I got the page, the Exile's Vow. So I think I just have to show this. I want to talk about mysteries. All right. Qualification Associate. Excellent. Let's go do the ceremony. Yes, I am. Days worth of work. Hard work and cooperation. Yep. I really like this whole idea of having different, like, tiers. It's unique to archaeology. They probably don't need to come up with something like that for every other skill, but it's a cool extra dimension to this one that I enjoy. Making you engage with more content, right? Is Tony reaching out to us? Research team size increased to 3. Access to research assistants. Access to associate rewards. New special research. Archaeology associate title. That concludes the episode. We'll keep doing more archaeology next time. That dig on buy mystery was really cool. All the mysteries in archaeology are just awesome. It's a really cool concept for a skill. Archaeology also feels like it's the perfect Ironman skill. I make the argument a little bit that I think that RuneScape should be designed for Ironman, even if they allow trading at some level. Without giving you 3.5 hours on why I think that now, I think it's better for the structure of the game when something makes sense for a player to do on their own without having to interact with the marketplace. And that even affects people who do choose to interact with the marketplace. Archaeology is definitely that skill. Like, it is structured in such a way that you are constantly rewarded for doing everything in the skill on your own. And I imagine you can speed a lot of it up by, buying things, buying materials on the marketplace. But I really like it because it's structured so that there's not like an optimal node that's the closest to a materials cache that you just sit at from 1 to 99 or 30 to 99 or whatever, right? Like, you actually are encouraged to interact with every single node that you unlocked. And the same can't be said for most of the RuneScape skills. Most of the RuneScape skills, there's like one thing that's the best thing to do, and everything else is dead or deprecated content by the time you unlock it. So I'll have more nice things to say about archaeology over the coming weeks. So we'll see you later. Catch you next time. Bye.